It's moved into becoming a young adult, and it's discovered quite a lot about itself. I think it's discovered a whole cultural aspect that was never there, was denied before, I think. And I think that's really romantic about Brisbane, is that it's forging its way in the world. It's kind of bursting at its seams because it's getting so much bigger than I think it was ready to become right now. So, and that's talking physically. Like, this town is seriously not big enough for the people that are living in it right now. So there's a hive of activity of building new buildings and building tunnels and roads, and that's how the city is. It's been in a state of flux for a really long time, and it's kind of a bit like a teenager becoming an adult. So that's what I find really romantic about Brisbane. This is romantic about Brisbane, looking at the city from this side of the river. That's romantic. I like that for some reason.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it change, and it's like a person that you love and you hate. And I've always said about Brisbane, I love coming back to it. I love leaving it, and I love coming back to it. It's an easy place to live. There's a lot of things you can bitch and moan about, but it's where you're from. Well, I'm not from here, but I feel like I am from Brisbane, and I live here now, and it's a pretty cool city.
Cool. Well, yeah, it seems so. From an outsider, it definitely does seem so. And what about Unconvention? When you first got the call to ask to get involved, what was your reaction to it? Were you already aware of it, or was it something you said yes to immediately?
Right. I wasn't aware of it. I got online immediately. It came via Ian Rogers, who's a very old friend of mine, and kind of anything that Ian's involved with, I know, has got a stamp of street cred to it. Like, he won't do things that aren't sort of edgy. And unfortunately, we're at the edge. It's a bad pun, but I could trust his judgment. And I looked at the website, and I went and had a look at what was going on, and it looked like a really amazing thing to be a part of, and I was chuffed. I was stoked. So yeah, of course I said yes immediately, and I was very nervous, actually. I do lots of these things for my job where I'm actually the facilitator, and I was actually a little nervous talking in front of people, because there's lots of people here, and they're all my peers and people who I work with and I see, and we go and see bands together, or we play music together, or whatever. So the right people came to this thing, and it was aimed at the right people, put on by the right people. So I think that obviously for its first year it was incredibly successful, and I'd love to be a part of it again next year, and I'll come next year anyway if I'm not on a panel.
Brilliant. And what do you think about the whole like grassroots, catering for the whole grassroots level? Why do you think that's important?
Yeah, it is. I think it's really important because, like, when I was a kid, I didn't have this type of stuff available to me when I was, forging my way through working out what I wanted to do. So it arms people with the information, and basically, I mean, what it comes down to, it doesn't do anything for anyone. It doesn't actually give them a key to open a door that's going to make something happen. They still have to do all the work. They still have to go and make all the right connections and meet all the right people and do all the hard things. It basically, it's kind of like a constant reminder, I think. It's like if you continually go to industry events where you sit and you listen to people talking about their experience, keeps it in the forefront of your mind about what you need to do, keeps you inspired. I came along yesterday and registered a day early, and I sat in on a panel, and I came and stood outside here, and I started writing about the things that I need to do for myself. As a musician, I've got to do a few things that I keep putting off, and it was really inspiring to be in this. You're part of like a hive almost. It's like everything's buzzing, and everyone's on the same wavelength, everyone's thinking about the same thing. So immersing yourself in that, it means that you're going to be thinking about it and being inspired by it.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
No worries.